Hello.
Hello.
We are live. There's 13 people here already. That is so exciting. Oh, look at that. I'm live, just in case I didn't know.
We're letting you know.
Every time. Okay. All right. So these sprints are for TBRathon, hosted by the wonderful Leandra. So I don't know if all of my people would know you. I feel like they should, but maybe not. So please introduce yourself.
I would love to. Yeah, I've definitely sprinted on your channel before, but it's been like periodic, and it was definitely because of Get a Clue Readathon when we were all kind of jumping on.
Yeah.
But it's been a while, so I'm really grateful that you were able to host. For those who are wondering, originally Amy kindly joined my sprints, like she was going to join mine today, and because I was doing, like the extravaganza this weekend, I was like, I don't know what shape I'm going to be in. I don't know if I should be the one who can manage the comments, who can talk, because I didn't know what my voice was going to be like or what kind of level of sanity I would be in. And so I reached out to Amy being like, could we actually host it on your channel? And so thank you, Amy, for being like, yeah, of course. You took the time to make the thumbnail. So you obviously had to do like a bit more additional work rather than just joining me as a guest.
Just a little.
Yeah.
And ironically, I woke up with no voice this morning.
Yeah, I was going to say, and then there was a bit of a hiccup that I didn't even know. And Amy just told me being like, this might not have happened.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh no. So yeah, but we'll made it.
Figure it out. It'll be fine.
Yeah, exactly.
And and I might have some people coming from your channel because you so wonderfully did tag me in your post today. So if you don't know, my name is Amy. I'm Amy's Bookish Life. It's my channel. And I'm just really excited to be here. So I read a lot of middle grade and a lot of mystery and just a whole bunch of everything. So, but I just need to show you this.
Agatha Christie. And then there were none.
Yeah.
Yes.
And this is like a really old, like,
I was gonna say that even that you can tell by the cover, that kind of cover. I'm like, oh, that's a classic one.
Yeah, it's been destroyed, but I found it, and I was like, I want to read that someday. And that was a long time ago, and so now I'm like, okay, I'm gonna read that. So that's one I am listening to, but also have the physical copy, and then I have There's No Coming Back from This by Anne Garvin, which is kind of like a contemporary. I don't know if it's rom-com yet, but it's very humorous so far. And there's a tax evasion, tax accountant, crooked accountant storyline that is so prevalent in storylines, but is it really as prevalent?
Yeah, that's the question.
As it is in storylines. I'm still unsure about that. If you saw my rant on, might check in. But what are you reading today?
Well, actually, it's so funny because I was like, I am reading, like, and you and I feel as though we both read a lot of mysteries. We both read a lot of middle grade. And so I've got two books as well that I'm kind of juggling, and I don't know what I'm going to be in the mood for. One is called The Night Raven, and it's by Johann Runberg. It's translated, and it's a middle grade mystery. So here's the cover. I just got it from the library. Actually, Archa. Right, it's super cool, and I think it's Nordic. Let me see if it tells us from the the name of the author. I feel like we can tell. Stockholm is the setting. 1880s too, so it's like historical mystery middle grade. Yes, and it looks so cool. And so the children's director at the library where I work, she apparently saw it and was like, and thought of me, and that's why she added it to the collection. She's like, oh, Leandra's gonna be happy about this. And I'm like, I promise the children who attend our library will also enjoy it. And I was like, yay. So she gave it to me being like, hey, read it, and then you can like put it on this staff recommendations shelf when we're done. So there's that. And then I have it's called The Division Bell Mystery. It's by Ellen Wilkinson. And it was like, if you've ever seen like the British Library's Crime Classics series, it's part of that. And apparently Ellen Wilkinson is better known in Great Britain for being like in politics. Like she like focused on like the Labour Party. She was an MP, I think, for like education. And she wrote this one mystery back in the day, and we're reading it for the podcast for the book club. So I'm going to be juggling 2 mysteries today that I'm very excited about. Yeah.
That's a lot at one time.
I know, but I will say that fortunately, like being a translation, being in Stockholm in middle grade, and versus kind of a classic, yeah, I think that they'll be different. And I'm doing one for research, so like I feel like my brain's gonna think about it differently. Whereas this one, I'm like, yahoo, just fun, like it's fine. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go kind of fast through these hellos. So hello. I'm so glad to see everybody here. Greta, you just subscribed to me today, so thank you so much for that. I recognize your name.
And she's lovely too.
Hello. Ooh, Ontario signing in. Nice. Hello. Going to be reading Sisters in Arms by Kaya Alderson. Needs to get finished so I can read the library books I got today. Always a struggle. If you've ever lived and you don't know, won't you be?
Yeah, if you're ever alive, right?
Yes, absolutely. Homophones are hard sometimes, or homonyms. But yeah, if I'm ever live and I don't know, I will. That'll be the time that YouTube doesn't notify me.
Yeah, they'd be like, shh, don't tell her.
And it's amazing how many times I get recommended my own videos. Like it'll be like, you might enjoy this. And I was like, this video that I spent a whole bunch of time on, please tell me that you're recommending this to other people. You know,
it's like, yeah, I guess I would like my own content, but also.
Yeah, I love it. Good job, YouTube. But hello, last book of the month. Making fajita veggies and steak for dinner. Nice. Hello. Long time no see. Going to be reading Once There Were Wolves, not a TBRathon, a book. Since I finished the map yesterday, a buzzword challenge book. Oh, yep, there. Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Impressive reading day. Finished The Heiress, 3 stars. The Raven is Dead, 3 stars, and started Among the Sticks and Bones. I hope it's more than 3 stars. Although, 3 stars isn't bad. I just really do hope that it's more than 3 stars. Hello, working on dishes, listening to Amari and the Night Brothers, a reread. I love that book so much. Later read Amari and the Great Game, which I also liked, but not as much as Amari and the Night Brothers, but loved it still. And need to work on Count of Monte Cristo on page 550 out of 1243. Whoof!
Nice.
That's awesome.
I would love to see a parody of Count of Monte Cristo. I think that could be a very fun parody retelling.
I kind of wonder if it exists. So.
Yeah, it could be like a baking retelling instead or something. It could be fun.
The Librarian of Auschwitz that I just read this weekend talked about the Count of Monte Cristo. About like that was one of the books that they had. I think it was actually told through story told orally, but it was one of the live books, I guess. But cool. So I heard the story several times. Hello. Jumping in from Lexi Sprint. Thank you so much for coming. Oh, and thank you, Lexi, for doing sprints for everybody before they came here. That's awesome. Reading Throne of Glass. We're working on a blanket. Nice. Making breakfast for supper. Oh, I love breakfast for supper. Such a good idea. Sharing some sprint being joy with the like button. Thank you so much. I think is Lexi still going, right?
I'm sure she is. Usually she starts at 5:30 my time, so 4:30 your time, and then goes for a handful of hours. So probably still going.
Yeah, so she's still going. For some reason I thought she was, but then I was like, oh, she's probably still going. I don't think she. Yeah. So yes, jump away. Spread the love. I am done with my TBRathon books, so I'm going to start A Fragile Enchantment. I can't review, but want to read it. Just sitting down to eat dinner. Not sure what I'm reading tonight. if you have options, we could probably help with that. Maybe, sort of. Evening, reading Shadow and Bone tonight. Hanging out for a bit. Don't know how long. Dinner gotta get made at some point. That is the crux of the matter. Pigs in a blanket and onion rings.
That is like
That's
some comfy
like
food.
You know, it's been so long since I've had pigs in a blanket.
Oh, yeah, same.
Reading How to Solve Your Own Murder. Nice. Thank you for bringing up or mentioning the truly middle grade mystery. I ordered one for my nephew to try out. Yay! Awesome. Night Raven, familiar to me. It piques my interest in the past. I have never heard of it. I'm so thrilled.
Yeah, it's intriguing. I'll let you all know what I think of it.
Yeah. Just sitting down for supper. As usual, it's going to be a food and family sprint first. Absolutely wonderful. Oh, I just downloaded Dune, not my usual genre, but I want to read it before I watch the movie. Admirable. Hoping to finish the last book on my January TBR. Currently listening to the audio of For the Throne while starting my Happy Marriage, Volume 4 from February TBR. Nice. Jamie also just subscribed to me. So thank you so much. Happy to be here. We're happy you're here as well. Reading Beyond the Burrow by Rena Heisel. Middle grade, about a mouse rescuing his baby sisters with his best mouse buddy. So cute and very actiony. That sounds adorable. Finishing Clara and the Sun, last book for TBRathon. Reading A Kiss of Iron this evening, which is the book club pick for the month of February, maybe? Or, I mean, I guess it could be the next 2 days. Hello. Hey, finished Such Sharp Teeth earlier this afternoon. 4 stars. Nice. Now I'll be trying to finish A Strange Hymn. I feel like I've heard A Strange Hymn. Is it Mary Hope?
I don't know. Let's see. A Strange Hymn.
No, is Mary Hope MH's name?
Oh, yes, it is. Yes, Mary Hope. Yes, this is Mary Hope. Yes.
If I remember her.
Yes. I recently, Mary Hope joined us for like extravaganza sprints, which is so nice that she's still hanging out.
Okay. Second sprint, go until roughly 10 p.m. Eastern. Okay. Awesome. Thank you so much for stopping by, Lexi. Oh, I skipped Greta. Sorry. Turning in for the night. Just wanted to hop on and say hi. Oh, thank you so much for doing that. Hello to Amy and Leandra. How will Leandra be celebrating the end of TBRathon?
Maybe with a nap. I don't know. It's been the most fun month ever. But I'm also like, okay, time to calm. But you know what I've been doing, actually? I only have technically one more prompt that I need to fulfill, which is most recent pub date. And I had another book in mind, but technically, because this is a new release for us, I could count this middle grade. And so this is like my last book. Exactly. And so these last couple of days, I've just been like kind of prepping for February, which I think all of us are doing. So like grabbing my TBR, I've got a big pile there. Ro in the comments will be excited. One of them is Mimicking of Known Successes, which is like a space opera mystery to my understanding. And yeah, just kind of like prepping for next month and just, taking time to be appreciative of how great this month has been.
Awesome. Oh, and then what is your favorite thing to drink while reading?
For me, it's always a warm beverage. It's either coffee or tea. It just kind of calms you down. You should have water with you too, but usually my first thought is coffee or tea.
Yeah. I like a good soda too. Probably more than I should, but I try to drink soda or drink water during the day at school. So
yeah, we like to have a little treat. Whatever the drink is, it should be a treat for yourself because you're having a fun time reading.
But honestly, just being able to sit with, like, I mean, I haven't put this away yet from my unboxing my books and treasure. Just sitting with a book and just like, it's just like the best feeling. It
really is.
Finish a good chunk of The Tiger's Daughter by Kay Arsenal's Rivera, done
Ooh.
tonight too. I'm at 200 pages out of 526, so a little over a third of the way done. Awesome. Hoping to finish a month in Provence. Oh, good question. So I am okay. One of my favorite authors is Lorelei Severin, which I interviewed on my channel at earlier, like in 2022.
Oh my
But
God.
she was supposed to have a book published in 2023, and stuff happened with her life. But she's supposed to publish The Night Train in 2024. And I'm so excited to see what her next book is going to be. So that's definitely one. And then Lindsay Curie, who is she usually writes very creepy middle grade that I absolutely love. But she is actually doing a locked room, escape room mystery type book that is very different than her usual fare. So I'm very excited about that one and that one too. That one I think is in April. I'm not sure when Night Train is coming, but I think those two the most I'm looking forward to, but probably a whole bunch more that I can't think of right now.
Amazing.
Yeah.
They sound great.
I know. I love it. Going to continue with Crenshaw tonight. Is that the Catherine? No. Yeah. Catherine Applegate.
I'm not sure, to be honest. I'd never heard of Crenshaw until Jennifer was talking about it.
The big cat on the cover. That's what I'm picturing. I don't know if that's what it is, though. Hello, Kelsey. First live win still, and loving it. I'm so glad. Hello, Nicole. Here, mimicking of known successes and shouting, yes. Can't wait for this.
You got me. As soon as Ro was the one who mentioned it to me, and I was like, I have to check out this book.
Nice. Heard a lot of good things about mimicking of known successes. Pretty much only drink water for medical reasons, so I compromised by making sure to drink it in a pretty or fancy mug. That's a perfect compromise. Yep, still hanging out with the Sprint first. Yay! Leandra introduced me to Amy's channel, so thank you. Oh,
yeah, thanks, Mary Hope.
Why we love Leandra. Yes. Okay, so it's Catherine Applegate. I love it.
Yeah, it does have the cat on the cover too. You were right. It looks so cute.
It's like a giant cat. I haven't read that one, but I like her books are so like she wrote The One and Only Ivan. And
that's right.
And she wrote a book about otters called Otter, Odder. And so this otter that doesn't really know what they're supposed to do, and she kind of goes all over the place. And then she ends up at a rehab facility for hurt otters, and she ends up being instrumental to rehabilitation for other otters. And it's just
oh my gosh, I've seen that title too. Yeah.
So good. Finished Wheel of Time series yesterday. That is let's moment of silence for that. That is an undertaking. Oh my gosh. Congratulations. But sad but excited to move on. I mean, that is the thing. Oh man. Yeah.
Such an investment.
Series now. Nice. A huge investment. Almost finished with The Passage by Justin Cronin, but not sure it will get finished by the end of the month's end. But we will see. Hello. 2 books shy of a full blackout board.
You can do it, Nicole. You could throw in 2 short reads, even if you aren't going to finish The Passage. You can do it.
Loved Otter. I've seen this one all over BookTok and Insta, so I had to read it. Was going to save it for middle grade March, but couldn't wait. I mean, yeah. Oh, so my friend Destiny, right here, she's got a channel, so go find her, subscribe to her. She just started. She's got 1 video, but her son is Otto, and he loves when he introduces himself, he says, "Hi, I'm Otter." And
Aww.
but whenever he talks to me, he's like, "Hi, Amy, it's Otter."
That's so cute.
Oh, I just love him. Love the little man. I really like the one and only Ivan. There are 2 other books, Bob and Ruby. Guess what? There is another one coming. Totally forgot about this one anticipated. It's called The One and Only Family. It's got a purple cover. So gorgeous. I cannot wait.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
Bob is great. Actually, okay, for Bob, I would totally suggest getting the audio because Danny DeVito does the audio for The One and Only Bob.
Stop.
Yeah,
What?
I don't know who does it for The One and Only Ruby, but The One and Only Bob, Danny DeVito, like I just can't even with how
Oh my gosh, that is hilarious.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm excited for that one too. I don't know when it's coming out. But it's so funny because I was scrolling through something. I was looking for something else as my students were doing read to self time, and all of a sudden I went, and they were like, "What?" I was like,
What is it?
There's another One and Only Ivan coming. And they were like, "What?" So then we had to go up to my screen and we had to find it. And they were like, "Ah." I swear, I don't think they're half as excited about books as they are around me. They just like, see my energy and they just match it.
You're like, something good's happening. We're in for it. Let's do it.
Yeah. Oh, so great. Shout out to Dusty Book Sniffers, Nicole and Coda for finishing Wheel of Time. I have commitment issues, so
Same, Chris.
Not sure what I'm going to read tonight. I finished all my books at once. I feel a little lost. All that effort that we put into making sure that doesn't happen. I mean, we read that many books at a time, so it doesn't happen, and we still do it.
Somehow it happens anyway.
But yeah, been there. Yep. Laura has as well. Julia trying to use the time between months to read some books. I can't review or vlog. Yeah, nice. All right. Let's see the comments. Whew.
Woohoo!
There are 50 people here. I don't think I've ever had 50 people on my channel.
Oh my goodness. Thanks everyone for showing up.
It must be you. Everybody,
it's us. It's TBRathon. It's the spirit of TBRathon continuing. And yeah, everyone's so nice.
Yes. Awesome. Okay. So if you have not gone to Lexi Rose Reads and given her sprint some love, you can do that during our first sprint. We're going to sprint for a half an hour, or do you want to do 45 minutes?
A half an hour is fine for me. We can always do like 45 the next one if people are feeling that. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, Katie's here. Hi, Katie. All right. Okay. So I have this bird sounds that I'm kind of excited about. So if you need to mute, that's totally fine. But I like having some sort of sound in the background when I read. So we'll do 30 minutes and we'll see you in a bit. Happy reading. Hello. Welcome back. How did you do?
I ended up eating, and then I got 2 chapters into The Night Raven, and it's like coming back to me. Like I remember kind of the synopsis of what's going on, and it definitely makes sense that it's a translation from Swedish, because I feel like a lot of times mysteries that are like from the Nordic areas are a little bit darker, even for like children. And I'm like, ooh, okay, like I'm into it. I'm really into it. But I'm kind of like, oh, that's right. Like this is like a serial killer. Like there's a serial killer in this. And I'm like, okay. Yeah, so but I'm enjoying it. Next sprint I might end up switching to the Division Bell just to get some research done. But yeah, how did you do?
So I started with There's No Coming Back from This. Whew. And I got to 30%. I read like 2 chapters or so. I'm almost done to the point where I will check in with my buddy that I'm buddy reading it with. And then I can keep going because I really want to finish this. But I also have other stuff I want to read too. It's a whole thing. I don't know how I'm gonna fit everything that I want to read yet. Although, okay, so I'm from Wisconsin. I live in Wisconsin, and the biggest city in Wisconsin is Milwaukee, and the main character comes from Wisconsin in my book, and she goes to California and she meets somebody, and they're like, my sister lives in Milwaukee and you have the same accent as her, so you must be from Wisconsin. And she's like, I am. And if your sister is anybody worth knowing, she knows that you don't pronounce the L, and it's Milwaukee. And I was like,
excuse me?
Do I not pronounce the L?
Like, am I a liar? Am I actually not from Wisconsin? Like, am I what?
Like, I don't know anybody that doesn't pronounce the L. And I was like, is this an author that's pretending that she knows anything about Wisconsin? So I looked it up, and she's actually from Wisconsin. So I don't know what to think, and I feel lied to, and I don't.
Oh my goodness, it's so, you always kind of wonder, you're like, wait a second, am I calling this author out, or am I the one who's an oddball? Like, what's going on?
And I'm like, I don't emphasize the L, like Milwaukee. So I guess I don't know.
Yeah, that's so
my
funny.
mind was just blown a little bit, and it was, yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm from upstate New York. I'm like originally from like a smaller city called Rochester, and it's Rochester, which most people say Rochester, but I had friends in college who were like, we can always tell that you're actually from there because you say it so fast. And then I say Rochester, and they're like Rochester, and we just go Rochester, and they're like, calm down, why are you in a hurry all the time? And it's like, it's not, it's very funny.
That's how it's said. Well, kind of like there's a town called Two Rivers in Wisconsin, and basically everybody calls it Trivers because that's
Trivers. Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah, but I guess I never really thought about the fact that we don't actually. But yeah, anyway, it's just mind blowing, I guess.
Etymology, gotta love it.
Yeah, linguistics. Tell ya, that was one of my classes. One of their vocabulary words today was linguistics, and I was like, oh.
I love it.
And actually, furtive is another one of them, and I came across the word furtive in my book today, and I was like,
you're like, look at me, I knew.
Don't tell me you're never going to use these words. I see them all over the place. Anyway. Okay, so I starred this comment thing. Oh, actually, I think we're at this comment. Just added the one and only Bob audiobook to my Libby shelf, sold by mentioning Danny DeVito. It just, I can't imagine him not sounding fabulous, because I read the book without listening to it. Honestly, I have not listened to the one and only Bob, but in my head, not knowing that Danny DeVito did the audiobook, I literally heard Danny DeVito's voice in my head. So I just feel like it's got to be good.
That is too funny.
Yeah. I'm now addicted to sprints, so here I am.
Me too.
TBRathon was a gateway drug to sprints. You know, there are worse drugs.
I was gonna say, mwahaha.
Agree. Very true. It's a bookish addiction.
Mm-hmm.
Brittany's here reading The Engagement Party. Krista's here, had a workout at my library and then grabbed dinner. So I'll eat and watch BookTube for the sprint. Oh, and hi. Hi, Krista. I love that your library has workouts. Like, that's just
me too. Mine does do yoga sometimes. We have someone who volunteers and hosts yoga classes. And I'm like, look at us. What are we doing? Yeah, very fun.
Love it. Waiting on some friends to show up with food. Then I'm going to finish the final Wheel of Time book and message Nicole. Also, my audio finally came in for In the Woods. So I'll catch up soon. Nice.
Thank goodness.
Hello.
That's me.
You're so wonderful. Thanks so much for joining us tonight, supporting my channel. Be sure to subscribe and hit the like button if you haven't. I love that you made me just read that out loud.
All part of my plan. Yes, go subscribe right now.
Oh, Jennifer, this makes me so mad. Her trial for KU expired, and that's where she was reading Crenshaw. Until her Coffee came in, and and it won't be here till Friday now, and she's gonna end TBRathon with it. So
that's so that's upsetting.
But she also said it's okay because she's working on her TBR for Folklore February this sprint.
Nice.
Did some sprint hopping, very nice. Supper and got into chapter 24. Nice. Read 7 pages. Puppy was very distracting. They have a tendency. Hello, Monica.
Birds. They were because they were tweeting and everything in the timer. You're like, why is Ro being weird? It's like, I promise there's context.
I'm like, I love it, but I don't understand it. Ended up being a dinner FaceTime with my mom sprint. I love that. Packed meals for tomorrow. Did my Duolingo for the day and hoping to finish a witch hat atelier manga in the next sprint. Nice.
Cool.
Read 25 pages of Shadow and Bone. Got to page 105 of Get a Life, Chloe Brown by Talia Hibbert. Nice. Okay, I need to look up The Night Raven.
Yeah.
Krista is very big into middle grade as well. In March, she hosts Middle Grade March with a bunch of other people, and it is a fabulously fun readathon that I look forward to every March. So
yeah, I'm excited.
Middle grade. Check out Krista. Got to 79% of A Strange Hymn. Nice. So I skipped 1. 2 chapters of the passage, prepping to make some custom project bags. Nice. 79%. 20% into the audiobook of Black Cake. Listened while cleaning my crafty area. Very nice. As someone from Wisconsin too, I don't know what she's talking about. Okay. See, like Milwaukee. I seriously sat for the longest time and went, Milwaukee. And like half the time I know I said the L and half the time I don't know if I said the L. And I'm just like, I don't get it.
This is when you reach out to friends and say, can you just send me a voice message? Like type it saying this word, Milwaukee, and then being like, then you can just listen to all of them being like, okay, what did I hear? What is this?
Right. And then it turns into those like dress pictures where it's like, is it white or is it blue and green? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, for sure.
My leg just fell asleep. Excuse me. Whew.
Yeah, no worries. And I feel like you always got to like just move your position a little bit. Your legs are like, okay. I do it all the time.
Wow. Okay. Leandra went to school in upstate New York. My small college was called Wells.
Oh my goodness, that is a very small college. I have a friend, or I had a friend who went there. So my goodness, I know exactly what that college is.
Wells College. College. I'm so close to Rochester. That's crazy.
Yes, exactly. It's like we are in a hurry. That's crazy.
14 pages read and worked on getting tomorrow's video ready to post. Yay!
Awesome,
Let us know
Jane.
when that's up. Well, tomorrow. So it'll be tomorrow. I just read that. Bowman. Way to go. Had to look up Gestalten. LOL. My hubby had to help me. Most everyone else probably knows it.
I don't know. I don't know what it is.
No. I seriously read that as gestation, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, interesting thing I have to look up.
Because I'm trying to think of what that is.
No, I don't know. Krista used to live in North Chile. Started college at Roberts Wesleyan and then transferred to Houghton. Houghton?
Yes, Houghton. And also, this is a funny thing. It's North Chili. That's also how you know. Because in Rochester, yeah, it's Chili. Oh my gosh, that's crazy, Krista. And Houghton College, I used to go to a camp, like a week camp every year at Houghton College. What is happening? That's insane. And Roberts Wesleyan, I know that too. Sorry, Amy, this is becoming a New Yorker central, but you've got Katie in the comments.
I've got some Wisconsinites with me. It's fine.
Exactly.
German phrase basically meaning more than a sum of all its parts. Oh, okay.
I was gonna say, it kind of looked like a verb, and I was like, because I like with Dutch, I'm like, I could say it with a Dutch accent, but that doesn't mean it's a Dutch word. So there we are.
Yeah. More than the sum of all its parts. Okay. Food and bellies and half a chapter read. Started jammies and one kid is in bathroom delaying. Did get laundry set to wash before I wake up so I can check that off. Check. Awesome. I'm from Chicago. We pronounce the C in Wisconsin like a G. Wisconsin. Oh yeah.
Wisconsin. That makes me think of like, when they say like Long Island. I never say that. I say Long Island, but I always find it very funny. And I always say Long Island.
I literally wrote it as Long Guy Land for the longest time, thinking that's what it was. I mean, I was like, he's from Long Island. And I was like, I don't know where that is. And then somebody was like, Long Island. And I was like,
oh,
I'm okay.
Yeah.
But Wisconsin. Oh man. Got to page 210 of Crooked Kingdom. Currently having dinner. Nice. Be visiting Rochester, Minnesota this weekend. And now I'm trying to think of how we say it.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to know if we say it the same way.
Yeah, Rochester.
Yeah, because we always had to warn people, like, okay, when you're, going to making tickets for buying tickets, that's how you do it. You don't make tickets, you buy them. When you're buying tickets through like Rochester Airport, for instance, we're like, make sure that it's Rochester International in New York, not Minnesota. Like, we're like, please, there are two. Yeah, that's too funny. Yeah, I wonder if they say it the same way.
I don't know. Chicago area. Hello, Shania. Why? Shayna, I'm so sorry. It's really tiny. Why is it so tiny?
I
don't know. Okay. Well, that doesn't help because now I can't see the chat. Okay. Sorry.
Oh no, this is StreamYard. People in the comments, StreamYard is always a bit weird.
Okay. Coming in late, was eating dinner with the roommates. Spent today building a new bookshelf. That's so cool. And we'll be organizing during sprints. Yay.
That's so fun.
Finished dinner, and now I need to finish The Winter King. Oh, nice. That's the middle grade March book this month. Yeah. Need to read a middle grade in the next 2 days to get the January Bookemon.
Yes, you got it because you get the pacifier. I did that. What did
Have
I read
choices,
for that?
Brittany? Like, do you have any middle grade near you, or do you need some KU?
Yeah, the one that I did was a graphic novel, so you can get through it really quickly. The Moth Keeper, by Kay O'Neill. I teared up. Like, it was so good. And you can read it very quickly because it's obviously a graphic novel. So if you could maybe get access to that, yeah, recommended.
Almost done with chapter 2. Going to be a slow read for me. Going to switch books once I reach the end of the chapter. Nice. It gets to the point where no matter how you say it, it sounds like you're making up the word.
Yeah, I love how we both went like, yep, hands raised. What are we gonna do?
Yep, that's what we do. Witch Hat Atelier, so pretty.
I've heard.
Minutes. Anime will be a big hit this year about a human girl wanting to be a witch and being an apprentice. Interesting. I always think of Wayne's World when I hear Milwaukee. I always think of Love Actually, where he decides to go to Milwaukee because he wants to find action and going to a crazy place, Milwaukee.
Yeah. Yes, this is about Wells College. I have heard of it. Yeah, it is very tiny.
26% into the Book Club Hotel by Sarah Morgan. That looks so good. I go to grad school at SUNY.
Yeah.
All right. I know.
Yes, it is. It is. Oh my goodness. Yes, Amy, you're doing amazing.
SUNY, New Paltz, which is like super close to Rochester. It's a small world. It really
is. And I went to SUNY Geneseo, Mary Hope. So I'm a part of the same, New York State system, baby. Cool.
If it helps stack numbers in your favor, I used to live in Rockford and would cross into Wisconsin for it does. It does. We've got the Midwest, we got the Long Island, and we're good.
Exactly.
I say Long Island. How do you, Leandra? And I live there.
Yeah. I was gonna say, because that when they say Long Island, that's what they say downstate, like in Long Island. So I think it's very funny, and I love it. Like I think everyone should say it that way because it's just a fun way to say it.
True. Finished dinner, cleaned up dishes, and continued the bio Making It So by Patrick Stewart. I bet that would be a good one. Lived in Lancaster, PA for a while, and we said it Lancaster, not Lancaster.
Lancaster. Yep. That's so fun.
Lancaster.
Yeah, I live a few hours away from Lancaster, actually. So once in a while I'll go there. I know they've got a Barnes and Noble, so I'll be like, oh, hop over there sometimes.
Whoops, took a little nap and didn't do anything that sprint. Nap is something probably needed. My book club has decided to postpone for 1 more week, so I don't have to read it. Not sure what to finish before January ends. Oh, nice. Start reading the Rebecca Ross book first, since it's Rainey's ultimate pick for girl group. Yep, I have that on my favorites for Hoopla.
Yeah, I have it on hold.
Yeah. I'm kind of excited. The cover is so gorgeous.
It's really pretty. And also Margaret the Word Nerd, it was one of her best books. She just posted her video and it made it, and I was like, I'm intrigued even more now. Yeah.
What's it called? A
River Enchanted?
A River Enchanted. I felt like there was I knew there was Enchanted in it. Enchanted. And I thought there was River somewhere.
Yeah, we knew it was some kind of watery enchantment of some sort. Just wasn't sure. Yep.
Brittany, you scared Purple Dragonfly. Thought they didn't get the January Bookemon, but did on January 1st to get it out of the way, then forgot about it. Phew.
Nice.
Debating finishing the City of Ghosts series. It's only a 6-hour audio. That would work. Mothkeeper gets Rose praise. Should have done That and finished it early in the month. All I know about Milwaukee is when I was offered a job there at one point, and two, Laverne and Shirley. One, yeah.
Mhm.
Yep, Laverne E. Shirley. Which had Atelier is absolutely beautiful, quite touching and emotional. Learned about it from BookTube. Nice. So when I was a kid, we were trying to watch for our road closures, stuff like that. We would watch the Buffalo News, and Rochester would always be featured, even though I'm in Canada.
That's hilarious. Like, I don't know what we're doing up there, but we always want to be in everyone's business.
Yeah. I teach in the city, and the kids tease me because I talk too fast. Yeah, worth the drive over the border. I'm in Wisconsin too. Yay, chill. I feel like I knew that. I don't know why I acted surprised. I didn't know that. I also keep losing my voice. Just need to talk slower.
You and me both.
Yeah, just made garlic butter chicken. Oh, that sounds so good. Reading The Boys in the Boat during the night. I loved that. Oh, so good. So good. Read a kid's picture book for the pacifier prompt.
Smart.
Nice. It is River Enchanted is on KU, but in the not the audio. So I have the ebook from KU and then the audio and on Hoopla. But yes,
Smart.
it is on KU, and I'm very excited. More hellos. Read the new Rick Riordan Chalice of the Gods for the pacifier prompt.
Nice. Look at all of us getting our pacifiers.
Hellos. And it's on Everin too. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank goodness too, because it's always rough when you want something to be like an accessible, buddy read or read along for a book club or something, and you're like, some people can't access it. So yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. That's how Sarah's reading it as well. Katie has accepted the fact that she won't be able to do a blackout bingo board, but still had so much fun.
And you did so much. I saw how much progress you were making. So yeah.
And I meant, okay, so I did the game board, right? And it only took me 2 rolls. And I was like, everybody else is taking like 5 rolls. It took me 2 rolls. So I had to read 2 books. And I was like, oh, I'm just going to do it again. And I never did it again. I was like, why didn't I do it?
Because you don't need to. The game board was nice to you. It wasn't nice to everyone. I'm looking at Brittany in the comments. So don't worry. Just thank the game board for what it gave you. And yeah, it's no worries.
Yeah. And they were like, one was creepy and one was witchy. And I was like,
I'm like, all right, there's a sign.
So yeah, I needed some creepy witchiness in my life. So it was great.
See, I landed on this one space. I'm pretty sure I only put it once. And it was, if you land on the space, you've got to roll the dice again and then go back that many spaces. And I landed on it twice. And so I'm like, you know what? Like, I'm like, this is what happens when you make your own readathon. And it's fine. So yeah, that's why I'm still working on the game board.
Yeah. On my short, like I actually stopped and I counted it twice. Like you can see me go back and count it again. And my face was not showing, but it was like this.
Like, what? Like, okay.
Am I really done?
Yeah.
So yeah, but I agree. This was a perfect readathon for January because it's just like there was so many ways to do it and so many ways it could work for you. And it was just a great start, I think, to the reading year. So it was perfect. Middle grade set in Georgia suggestion other than Amari. Oh,
you know what I recently realized? I'm pretty sure it starts in Georgia, and so it counts because there is something that happens there. Ophi's Ghost. Have you heard of that?
I've heard of it.
By Ireland. Ireland. What is it? Justina Ireland, I think is. I have it on my shelf. I have the arc when it came out, and I loved that book. Yes.
On Libro.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it starts in Georgia.
Christina, Ireland, yes.
And then ends up actually predominantly happening in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. But it does start there, and oh my goodness, it was so good. And that's a mystery. It's like a ghosty mystery.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure. I might be wrong. I know it starts in the South and then works their way up. It might not be Georgia, but I thought it was.
I feel like
Yeah. And as you're ruminating, I will see if I can grab it so you can see what it is.
Yeah. Because my phone won't be very.
Of course, I have it under a huge stack of books.
I'm trying to think if Three Strikes Summer. I feel like that was set in Georgia, but now I don't know.
Yeah, let me I'm pretty sure. Yes, haha. Okay, so Ophelia Harrison and her family used to live in a small house in the Georgia countryside, and events occur. Her father ends up dying under circumstances of discrimination and racism, and so she and her mother have to abandon their home and travel up north. And they work at this house, and then Ophi begins to see ghosts there. And it's honestly it's so good. There are periods between the narrative where Ireland is like personifying things, like she personifies the train, she personifies the city. It's really well done. Yeah, so highly recommend if you're looking for like a middle grade that does start in Georgia. So I'm saying it counts. Also because I'm on Team TLC, so I want it to count. So yes, Jean, I'm saying it counts.
Okay, so I found a list of middle grade that takes place in Georgia, and I haven't read any of them. But Football Genius by Tim Green is one that I've had students have really liked his books before. That might be worth checking out. My Jasper June by Laurel Snyder has a really cool cover. But I don't know anything about it. Besides that, Hannah Khan wrote More to the Story. And I've liked books by her before, but I don't know that one. And Love Like Sky by Leslie Youngblood is, yeah. First I was like, oh no, this is just the name of the character, but it's not. She's leaving Atlanta for a small town. But that looks like it's going to be kind of serious, but yeah, so those were ones that looked interesting in the list. But it's Fulton County Library System put out the list. So I don't know if you want to look that up.
Yeah. And we can also create a thread. I know we did earlier for like doctors in a story. So on the Discord, we can create a thread for Georgia like settings, because I have a few too that are adult, because I know Laura says later on that she's having an issue with the Georgia prompt, and I surprisingly came up with like a handful. Like we found some good adult ones, like Color Purple. Was it the end of October? I found was one.
Just Mercy takes place in Georgia.
Good to know.
That's really good nonfiction.
Yeah, a walk in the woods was a nonfiction that I found on my shelf that starts in Georgia because he walks up the Appalachian Trail.
Good. Sorry.
What?
Dear Martin by Nick Stone is set in Georgia. Apparently, according to Goodreads. I don't remember where books are set ever. I really liked Surviving Savannah by Patty Callahan Henry. That's in Georgia. Ooh, and Mary Kay Andrews has a series, the Wheezy and BB series is set in Savannah.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah. So yeah, it's the first one is Savannah Blues, and then there's Savannah.
Yeah, and also that prompt is only worth 20 points, and so if you're gonna like, you really only have to do four prompts in order to, if you want to then steal and do a bunch of stuff. And so like I know, like, there are other ones that I think are easier to fulfill. I remember when we got that one, I was like, "This one is probably really hard, and good thing it's only worth 20 points." So most of us don't even have to do it if you don't want to. You can dedicate your
Actually, it looks
time
like a lot
elsewhere.
of Mary Kay Andrews, and this makes sense because she's from Georgia. Mary Kay Andrews bases a lot of her books in Georgia,
Huh,
which
that makes
if
sense.
you like, look up authors from that place,
They tend to.
usually
Mhm.
you're going to find
Yeah, that's so true.
a lot of books set there because it's the same with Catherine Center because I have Texas for
Mhm.
Destiny's Child, and so I get to read Catherine Center books, so
You're like,
I'm
"Wahaha,
excited.
perfect." Mm,
Yeah.
it was a journey for Brittany.
And I actually didn't realize that Amari was set in Georgia. That's how little I
Yeah.
pay attention to where my books are set. I
Mhm.
pay attention to the atmosphere. I don't necessarily pay
Mhm.
attention to unless it's Wisconsin, then I'm like
Mhm.
on it.
The Underground Railroad starts in Georgia too by
Yes.
Colson Whitehead, so
Mhm. True. Yeah. Also having trouble with the Georgia problem. Readathon fates make some of our lives very interesting and let others read in peace. Did.
exactly.
I did. Rerolled because I kept landing on the same prompt with the roll against face.
Yeah, you're like, "I can't do this again."
The only Georgia book I know is Gone with the Wind, and it's a bit of a chunk. It is.
Mhm.
Trust to Kill, Southern Beauty Bookshop.
Ooh, cool.
Cozy Mystery. Nice. We don't have to do every prompt right, and you just need 4 mandatory, and you can choose the
Mhm.
ones that you do too.
Yeah.
So,
And then you can start stealing prompts if you want. So, yeah,
mhm.
just do the 4 that you're like, "I have books for them.
Yeah,
Anything else goes,
I
whatever."
have books for these, and I'm excited for them. So these are the ones that I'm gonna do.
Exactly.
So I kind of like have gone through and picked out books for like all of them, but I'm
Mhm.
not. I'm not gonna read all of them, and I'm not.
But it's good to have, so you're like, "Okay, I will let my mood decide
Yeah, like,
among
here are all
them."
these ideas, they're completely different, and I will, yeah,
Mhm.
go from there. Um, can't believe we didn't have anything centering around Waterfalls, my favorite TLC song. But it
Mhm.
would be hard because there aren't a whole lot of
Yeah. Or
book
just, like,
titles with
water.
waterfalls in them, but
Yeah.
water
Like, some kind
too.
like a water feature or something we coulda
Yeah,
done, or you know how there's, like, a prompt with, like, words, where it's, like, these, 4
yeah,
words or something?
mhm,
Like, water could have been one, or, like,
mhm,
fall, and we're really just fueling more ideas for Rainy for next year.
yeah,
So, even though she didn't do it this time, or another year she does the girl band one.
yeah. Um,
Mhm. It is
read
a
a book from every
challenge.
US state is a thing online. It is. Yeah,
I know
that
a
would
few
be
people
fun.
who are doing it, and they were like, "Hey, can someone give me recommendations for, like, North Dakota and, like, other, like, states?" That are like, "I can't think of any." Yeah, that's a fun challenge.
Yeah. Okay. So that was a little longer of a chat time. So do you want to do 45?
Yeah, let's do 45, and then we can kinda regroup and figure out, because we had a lot of fun talking about, this readathon and the next one and all that jazz.
Right. So, all right. So, we will see everyone. Happy reading. Hello.
Hello.
How'd it go?
It went well. So I ended up switching and I was smart and got the image for the Division Bell mystery. And you can kind of see it's like clearly a London mystery. Um,
Nice.
like that's the skyline, I
Oh,
guess.
wait, hold on.
Oh,
Okay, now show it.
bigger. Woo.
Just a little bit bigger.
We're like, I'm like, oh wait, duh. You just make it bigger. And so I read a chapter of that. I ended up getting distracted because if anyone who knows me, I feed these stray cats every night. They're like a family and they come over and I try to have the screen door open so that they can kind of see me. And so I was kind of like hanging out, sitting, looking at them as I was reading so that they can kind of get used to me. And yeah, so I was doing that. And I'm finding it very funny. Like I'm this politician, Ellen Wilkinson, who decided to write a mystery. She's having a good time making fun of her profession and fun of other politicians. It's just yeah, I haven't. No one's died yet. Ugh, I mean, come on. Hopefully, someone will die soon. But I'm having a good time. How did you do, Amy?
So I got to 37% of There's No Coming Back from This. So I'm on chapter 14.
Nice.
I mean, it's cute. Like I'm
Yeah.
enjoying it. I don't like I'm not blown away by it. But I'm just enjoying it. I'm here for the ride. I also talked to, well, I left a message for the girl that I'm buddy reading with, Jane. And then so tomorrow we're doing, it's like a week of celebrations at my school. And tomorrow we're doing mini classes. So different people from the community are coming in and like teaching them different kind of like hobby things,
Yeah.
and things like that. So my mom is coming and she's making these greeting cards with them so my mom does our Christmas cards or her Christmas cards every year using napkins.
Oh my goodness. I love it.
Yeah, I have my Christmas card. I will have to get it and show it to you because it is fabulous. So she's gonna come in and she's gonna make some of those with some of the kids that signed up for that. And then one of the sessions that the kids could sign up for was making Oreo fluff. And it was food. So not everybody could do that. So
Mhm.
I had about 6 kids that were like, I didn't get Oreo fluff and I have to pick something else. And I was like, pick my session and we'll make Oreo fluff too.
Yeah, we'll do it as well. Smart.
So I had to get all this stuff ready so that I can make Oreo fluff with some of my students tomorrow, so that
Fun.
they have the chance to do that as well, which is fun. Like all the food stuff went like that, and
Of course. I mean,
you
that's
know,
that's how I was as a kid. I'm like, "Is there food involved?
yeah.
I'll do
I
that
mean,
one."
as a kid, especially as a middle schooler, like you see making monster cookies and making Oreo fluff. What do you really not like?
Exactly.
Of course you're gonna choose those.
Mhm.
So yeah, but they're fun and it's gonna be really fun. So I'm excited for it, but I had to get that all set up and ready. So I didn't get as much reading done as I kind of wanted
Mhm.
to, but that's okay because I needed to do that. And
Exactly. Productivity. That's what these
yeah,
are, reading and productivity sprints.
yeah.
Mhm.
So as
Mhm.
prepared as I can be for tomorrow, the better. So
Mhm.
yeah. But all right, so let's see how everybody else is doing. This is actually from the end of the last talky chatty bits,
Mhm.
talking about Rainy. do a random weekend thing.
I mean, that's what we got during Got a Clue, and none of us knew, even as co-hosts. So I
No,
was
all
like,
of a sudden, all of
"What?"
us are like, "Did we know this?"
Yeah, so I was like, "Well, you can't trust that Rainy," is basically what it
Yeah,
is.
I mean, it keeps you on your toes. That one. And then that was probably Laura's last sprint, so she took off. So we said goodnight to her. Um, Hello, Gabby, reading Game On by Ceresia Glass.
Hmm,
Nice.
cool.
Is that I'm just wondering if that's like a sports romance.
That's
Feels
what
like a
I'm
sports
thinking
romance.
too.
Um,
A bit of competition, like maybe, competitors who fall in love. I don't know.
maybe, yeah. Jennifer is here. Another Jennifer, not doing TBRathon. Totally okay.
Mm-mm.
Rereading The Hunger Games. Thanks for doing sprints. I need to read this Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. I don't want to because I've heard it's not great and it's really long. But I also
Mhm.
want to see the movie and I can't.
Yeah, somewhere in the comments here, I'm sure Coda's gonna be like, "Good luck," because
I
Coda didn't like
know.
that book.
I remember Coda reading it. Was it during
Yeah,
Get a Clue?
I'm pretty sure around that
And I
time.
was
It was
like,
definitely in
oh man,
2023. Yeah.
I don't. And Coda tackled Wheel of Time.
Oh yeah. Oh, I see Coda's comment. We're not there yet, but just wait. He's very straightforward
Hi,
about it.
Anna. Yeah. Good night. Hello, Michaela. Catching up on Eye of the World tonight. Brooklyn, hi. Here's Coda reading Wheel of Time, number 14, standing on opposite sides of R and L.
Yeah.
What is that?
Randland? Is that what it's called?
Randland?
Is that
Randland?
I don't know anything about Wheel of Time, but is that because she's at the beginning and he's at the end. So he's
Oh,
like waving
maybe.
from very far away, being like,
Yeah.
"Hi, Brooklyn."
And then there's
Yeah.
me reading it as R and L, but
Yeah,
kind of
we're
like
creative around
Long
here.
Guy Land.
Yeah, exactly.
So so exciting that code is so close to finishing.
Mhm.
Has anybody read The Glass Hotel by Emily St. John Mandel? February book club pick for Destiny.
Ugh,
The
I
only one I've
couldn't
read
even
is
see.
Sea of Tranquility.
I was gonna say Sea of Tranquility. Yeah. I've read Station 11, and then I
I want to
read,
read that one.
Sea of Tranquility. I've been meaning to read The Glass Hotel, because, yeah, I've enjoyed everything that this author does. Like, I think I gave Station 11 4 stars, Sea of Tranquility 5, and so
Mhm.
that sounds really good.
So Sea of Tranquility mentions a character. Like it's a sister that drowns in Sea of Tranquility. Like that's not a spoiler. There's a sister that had
Mhm.
drowned. A
Mhm.
sister of one of the characters had drowned. And apparently there's a book that stars that sister that drowned. And I can't remember if that's The Glass Hotel or not. I feel like it is. If it is, my sister could not finish it.
Oh my
Destiny, who
gosh.
is like my sister's book twin. So I don't know if she just set it aside
Interesting.
because she didn't like it or she was just like wrong book, wrong time.
Yeah, maybe it could have been.
So
That's good to know, though. That's interesting.
yeah, but my
Hmm.
sister and Destiny are, I'm like, okay, so
Oh, no.
okay. Why don't you two just be best friends? No.
It's fine. I'll just third wheel it. It's fine.
Be a third wheel over here. Uh, but not really because Destiny reads thrillers and my sister doesn't. So maybe Glass Hotel was a little,
Hmm.
maybe. We'll see. I
Mhm.
don't know. Hopefully it works for you, Destiny. Another 4 chapters read and only have 3 hours left on my audiobook. Very nice. Have to head off now. Thank you so much, Nicole, for coming. I so appreciate it. Made it to chapter 29, worked on my journal. I really should do that. I should work on February. Finished Witch Hat Volume 3, and now maybe a bit of Paladin of
Ooh.
Souls. Refresh in the next one, hoping for book 3 in March.
Oh, awesome.
Nice. Put my kids to bed, read another 20 pages. Yay for putting the kids to bed. 45 pages of Once There Were Wolves. Nice.
Hmm.
Started Crush the King on audio and worked on updating my book journal. Nice. 3 chapters of A Kiss of Iron and really enjoying it. Nice. That was a good sprint. Listened to the bookbinder and worked on my crochet blanket. Oh, Krista. Nice.
Mhm.
I just remember Krista saying that she wanted to like really get back into crocheting and stuff. So
Oh, that's awesome.
That was a while ago, and she's probably been in it for a while since then. I don't know, but
well, a handful of us were talking about how we want to start crocheting. Like I know like Brittany and myself were like, we're gonna buy materials this weekend, and then we sprinted all weekend. But we're still planning on buying materials because I want to get into crocheting. I feel like that would be really fun.
I love crocheting. Honestly, the worst part of crocheting is the starting. Like the starting chain, like that's the worst part. Once you get that started and you do the first row, it's so repetitive and just like whatever, if you're doing the same stitch, obviously if you then like you add other stitches as you go, but like getting that first chain crochet and then starting it. So I tell people that you start with something that's circular because your starting chain is like 5 chains and you make it into a circle and then you do stitches around it. And then it's just, you start a little easier that way.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But yeah, but I haven't crocheted in a while. I need to crochet something again. Michaela, am I saying that right? Michaela.
It's Michaela.
Okay. Did the dishes and grabbed a snack, finally sitting down to read. Read, what was Sarah reading?
Once There Were Wolves.
Oh yeah, okay.
Sure. Which is also I think that's a host favorite, isn't it, for Battle of the Girl Bands? Maybe it's not. No, I put it on hold for some reason. Maybe it's just because it has the word there in it and Sarah's reading it for the buzzword. I don't remember why I put books on hold anymore. I hear a title and I'm like, put it on hold. So I think I'm wrong.
Oh my gosh, I don't either.
I'm pretty sure. I'm something.
It might be.
Just the buzzword.
I feel like there's a wolf somewhere.
Something.
I don't know. But Jen also loved Once There Were Wolves. So awesome. Code is at chapter 41 in Wheel of Time, 1.5 hours left. Nice. Dropped in during the last sprint. Welcome. Got 4 chapters of What Delivery Is This by Sam Cheever. Nice. Okay, Oreo fluff. I don't know if this is a Midwest thing, but we fluff everything. I don't know. We have Butterfinger fluff, Oreo fluff.
It must be because it's nothing I've done. I was like, that just sounds fun.
Crushed up Oreos. Okay. And then you dump all this other stuff in it. So you do pudding, like the instant pudding, 2 things of that, a tub of Cool Whip thawed in there, and then a really soft cream cheese block, 8 ounces. Put that in there, and then zhuzh it all together, and then put it in the refrigerator for a while, and then. Did I say you put the crushed up Oreos in there?
You did. I'm pretty sure you did. I just like the word zhuzh. Yeah. But I just was like, I love that.
All together, you throw in the Oreos. It's all zhuzhed. And then it's delightful. It tastes kind of like almost like a frosting, but also a salad. I mean,
I'm like, what do you put it on? Do you put it on?
Oh no, you just eat it.
You just eat it.
Yeah.
Oh, because when you say fluff, I was thinking of what was that, like Fluffernutter fluff?
Yeah, no,
or like PB and fluff or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Oh yeah, yeah, and then we do Butterfingers, Snicker fluff, Snicker apple salad. Which is
I do see Destiny giving us a bunch of listing what you mentioned. I just saw Snicker salad and I was like, what is that?
Yeah. Yeah, we're fluff. We fluff things up in Wisconsin, in the Midwest.
Why not?
Yeah, gotta do something for fun. Read about 40 pages of Game On, just enjoying the nerdy romance so much.
Ooh, what is it, like a chess game? Like what kind of game is going on? Or like e-gaming maybe? Esports?
Oh, yeah. That would be fun. Yeah. One of us will send you the recipe. Rough bedtime for no reason. Multiple tantrum. Oh,
no, I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Shayna got the shelves all set up and one of them is basically empty. Which means you get to buy more books, right? just one little shelf.
Mm-hmm.
I'm picturing all the shelves, but no. A video game romance. Okay.
That's fun.
That's awesome. That would explain the nerdy comment.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. We got there.
That's for 242 in Crooked Kingdom. Got things cleaned up from dinner. No, you don't. I really do, though. I do need to read the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes because I want to watch the movie and I can't not read
You can't bring yourself to watch without reading.
I have to at least try it.
Mm-hmm. I think Coda just had not just, that sounds like, but I think you had an issue with like the audio too. So maybe you could avoid it and just physically read it. Like that wouldn't, I know that Coda had other issues, but
happy. So
okay.
It's been sitting on my desk at school for a while, just waiting for me to read it. I have had students that enjoyed it, but I mean, it was more written for them, but I don't know. But maybe you're right, Coda. Maybe you're right. Load of laundry done. Yay. Folded and put away. That's awesome. Folded and put away and done all at the same time. I never do that. Bad. Ended up picking up one of my third grade daughter's books, Rickshaw Girl. Wanted a quick read. Kind of reminds me of a Tame Bandit Queens. Fun.
Now that one 100% is Battle of the Girl Band's Team TLC co-host choice by Nicole. Yeah. And also I lied about Once We Were Wolves. That one, Once They Were Wolves, that is not part
of the... there a wolf? I feel like there was a wolf somewhere.
Oh, there's the Tiger's Wife, which is mine. And then, I'm pretty sure I'm wrong.
An animal.
I kind of whipped through it quick. I think it was just because and I did want to try to play Buzzword-a-thon this year. So, yeah, I think that's why I put it on hold. Anyways.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
Want to read Ballad of Songbirds because I want to see the movie. And I'm one of those.
Yeah. Lexi and Amy both.
You know, and it's not the same thing if I don't know it's a book, I can watch the movie and I'm fine.
But like,
I watched the whole season of Bridgerton and then I realized it was a book and I was like, great, now I can't read the second season until I read the first book. And I can just do the first book and then I'm fine. I'm so weird, but it's fine.
I understand.
It's fine. I love me the way I am. It's fine.
Exactly. That's what matters. And we love you the way you are too. So,
So far, so good. Out of Sarah's comfort zone, immersion reading. So it's helping. Mirroring condition she has is very interesting. Yeah. Rand is the main character. Okay.
Randland.
Oh,
okay.
There we go. Read a lot of my book, but feeling exhausted, so drinking some tea and then probably go to sleep. Absolutely.
Sounds
Have
good,
a really great night, Kelsey. All of Emily St. John Mandel have overlapping characters, but it's not serious. Right. Okay, that makes sense. And Jen loves them all, so that's great.
That makes sense too. With Station 11, I know what the overlap. Now that we've mentioned it, I know what the overlapping was, but I didn't realize it when I was reading Sea of Tranquility. Just when you said it now, I'm like, oh, and then boom, connection. So that's very interesting.
Yeah. Got my post for a new Red Aspen product to launch up. Nice. And got a bunch of books pulled for Folklore February. Very cool. Corner to corner patterns only have 6 starting chains. That is true. I've never done a corner to corner, but I feel like I should try it because they always look gorgeous because it's just like flows. I don't know. I mean, I'm not a crochet expert or anything, but
yeah, but cool.
Yeah. It's a Nebraska thing to the fluffs, the dips, the crock pot recipes. I think it's a Midwest thing, Des. I think maybe. Yeah.
That sounds
like a right. Snicker salad, Snickers, whipped cream, green apples. Right. Yeah. We fluff everything. It's crazy. Cousin made Oreo fluff for our Christmas Eve party. It was so good.
Wow.
A lot of emotions about a stuffed animal my daughter offered my son. Then she changed her mind, but he was totally excited. So I made her give it to him. Fair. You offer it. You can't take it back. Finally calmed down. I'm glad she calmed down.
Oh my goodness.
And now you'll be getting to New York 2140. Good job holding your ground, and you did it. Good job. Dirt dessert and SWPA. So dirt dessert for us is the pudding at the bottom, and then a layer of pudding with Cool Whip mixed in it, and then a layer of crushed Oreo on top of that, and a gummy worm. So it's
worms and dirt. That was a classic.
It's differently, but same idea and mostly same ingredients. So yeah. And I've seen it, and I've seen dirt dessert layered differently as well. But dirt dessert for me, is more of a layered dessert.
Okay.
And the fluff is more fluffed.
Yeah, I just remember that was like a classic thing to bring to class was worms and dirt, and then puppy chow. That was another thing that people loved.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, not all our salads are very much desserts, but quite a few.
Quite a good amount. A healthy amount.
We do like to make our dessert, call our dessert salad so that we feel healthy.
Yeah.
And we also like to randomly throw fruit in our Snicker salad so that it feels healthy. But it's really not. It's okay.
I know, it sounds delicious. I want some of it right now. So
Coda, did you finish A Memory of Light? One of my personal faves is the pretzel and strawberry jello casserole.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's a good one. Missed a word. Meant to say the small one. So it's a whole bookshelf, not just the big Billy one from IKEA. So it's small.
Okay.
I'll tell you the difference.
He's like, trust me, I will.
Not a lot of action.
Okay.
Krista didn't like Songbirds and Snakes, but did like Being Back in the World. So that's what I'm thinking. Like, I think I might like Being Back in the World.
Yeah.
Got to head off for the night. Bye, Gabby. Thanks for stopping. Bridgerton books I heard are really fun. You did binge the whole series, Krista. I remember that.
Even am I?
I was right. I like literally. She's like talking about it. I was like, "Who is this that I'm watching?" I get it because I'm also one of those people. But you guys, Amy, just pretend it's not a book.
He's like, trust me.
If John Wick 4 was a book, would you feel like you needed to read it? Okay, don't hate me, but I don't have any desire to see John Wick 4. But probably, I would.
Yeah. Oh goodness. Well, more power to you, Amy. You'll get through it. You'll read it and you'll have your own experience.
I mean, I'll at least start it. Yeah. So I gotcha. Don't fluff my. No, that's the fluff comes from dumping everything together and fluffing it.
Comes from the zhuzhing, right?
Yeah. Yeah, which is similar to the dump salad where you dump all the ingredients in and zhuzh it. Yeah. So, all these variations in our dessert are making me hungry.
Same
salad. You spelled salad wrong. 1.5 hours left. Let's do a long sprint. I don't know that we're going to do an hour, a long sprint. Oh, I just totally read that as sprint. Which is what you meant. So good. I could go for a long sprint. Spring is my favorite.
Yeah, honestly. We could go for a long spring. Let's end winter right now.
Can't wait to hear your thoughts though. I will have some.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Nice. All right. Mm-hmm. 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 I just saw the movie without reading the book or seeing any of the first 3. Honestly, no, I don't. I think I'm crazy, actually. I don't think that you're crazy. It's just a thing that I have, and I don't hold that, and I don't hold anybody else to that standard.
Mhm.
Or and as long as they don't hold me to any other kind of standard. I like, well, some standards. Let's not kill people. But, you know,
Be like, "Okay, we'll have one rule. Don't murder."
no murder. Um But yeah, no, I mean, I don't have anything against people that I I always want to feel like I know what the story is supposed to be. And I can usually separate like this is the book and this is the movie, and can
Mhm.
enjoy both of them, and I usually think the book is better. Not always, but I a lot of times do. But I mean, I can appreciate changes, and I love seeing the change. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I really don't. Um, already started the we started spring like 2 weeks ago, and then it became winter again. So, yeah, weather. But we might as well. Uh, probably off to bed during this one. Thank you so much, Julie, for coming. Sometimes I like watching the movie first, like with almost all classics. It helps me. Honestly, classics, that is not it's not my rule. I don't have to read it first for class.
Mhm. I think it helps me, yeah, like,
Yeah,
envision it a bit
because I
better.
know I'm gonna understand it better. Yeah.
Mhm.
But I
Like, I
do feel like then I need to go and read it after.
Oh, totally. Or, like, and it doesn't really matter, I guess, with the process where I remember I read Sense and Sensibility, and I was like, "Yeah, okay, I like it." Like, I thought it was enjoyable. Then I watched it, and I was like, maybe I love Sense and Sensibility. So, I feel like and, yeah, I sometimes and I've done that with, like, when I was taking a Shakespeare course last semester, which I've already mentioned, was watching, like, the plays, like, I watched the David Tennant version of Much Ado About Nothing first, and then when I read the play,
Mhm.
I was like, "Yes, I can imagine," I could imagine them all doing it and understanding what was going on, and so I think that it can be beneficial for those trying to get into classics to watch it first and then read it
Mhm.
and really, like,
Yeah.
understand the language because it's just we weren't writing the same way that we do now.
No, right.
Mhm.
Yeah. Jennifer is probably gonna head to bed soon, but thank you so much for stopping. Uh, thanks, Soda. I appreciate that. If you haven't read it by the time it's free to watch the movie, then you could accidentally find it playing on your TV
Like,
one day before you
"Whoops."
realize it.
There we
You're like,
go.
I've been watching this for like an hour. What is it?
Like,
Oh,
"What?"
oopsies.
Like, "Oh, now I know." Mm, yeah.
Good night.
Good
Thank you so
night.
much. All right. All right. So 45 again?
Yeah, that works for me, and that'll probably be my last sprint.
Yeah, I'm thinking this will be the last one for me too. So not super long coda, sorry. Uh,
Yeah, sorry, Coda.
sorry.
Yeah, we
Um,
aren't the after dark kind of people like you, Neva, and everyone else, but we'll be here for halfway through your read.
yeah.
You only have yeah.
Yeah, so this will be whoopsies.
Yep. Whoopsies.
um yeah, so this will be our last one, and then we can chat for a little bit, and then we'll call it a night.
Sounds great. Yeah, and thanks again, Amy, for hosting these. And also anyone who's still here, just a final reminder, make sure you subscribe, make sure you like it. Just so it helps with the algorithm and helps Amy's channel grow because she deserves it.
Yeah. Thank you. All
Mhm.
right, happy reading, everybody. Hi.
Hello.
How was your sprint?
It went well. I actually decided to juggle both reads during that time, so I ended up reading a little bit more of the Division Bell mystery. And what's funny is it's taking place in June. Meanwhile, this is like happening in like the dead of winter, and yeah, like this is definitely a wintry read. So people who are looking for like a wintry mystery, and it's always fun to throw in translations when you can, because we don't get them very often, especially I feel like in middle grade, or like YA. A lot of times, like I feel like we translate adult work first, but yeah, so I had a good time. I will say that the little bell at the end, immediately for some reason this time around, it made me think of like Mario and Luigi, like when you have them like butt their head up and it's like the ding for the
Yeah, I think that's what it's supposed to be. Yeah, because it's coin token gamified.
I mean, I love it. It brought me
Yeah,
back to my childhood, but I don't know how other people felt. But I was like, oh, this suddenly a memory was unlocked.
yeah.
But yeah, how did
There's
yours
a whole
go?
bunch of options. I've done the
Mhm.
cow mooing, and it's bothered some cats,
Oh,
and
mm. Yeah.
so I let my students choose it. Like I use this in my class. I use the screen in my classroom for
Mhm.
their independent reading time, and they will sometimes choose what what's going to stop them.
Mhm.
The Mario has been the
It's been a
one. So
fan
whatever it
favorite.
is that has been used, that's the one that stays up there. And then all of a sudden I'm like, oh, that's what they were using.
Mhm.
Forget. But yeah,
Yeah. How did
they're
you do?
so I'm at 43%. I don't remember where I started. I feel like I was,
Like 30 something.
yeah, I feel like I read a lot. So I
Yeah.
don't know.
Mhm.
I'm at 43. I'd like to get to 50% by the end of the night. So I'm going to read a little bit once I get off. So, I mean, I might be able to do that. But I definitely only did read There's No Coming Back from This, but I've just really been enjoying it, so I got into it a lot.
Yeah,
Um,
good.
and I've mostly been listening to And Then There Were None. So, um, usually in my car, I'm listening to that.
Mm.
So I
Yeah.
did read some of that today. Just
Oh
not
yeah,
to
totally. You'll just when you finish it, you'll have to chat with me about it because obviously I have a good time talking
There's,
about
like, so
Christie.
many characters, but I'm
Oh,
just like, every time
mhm.
something is happening, I'm like, "Okay, what is that?" And, like,
I will say
and I'm
I don't listen to Agatha Christie, and she tends to have a million characters, and so I'm like, "Oh, yeah, audio might be a little bit jarring to try to remember
like, I
who's who."
have, like a little character list that I've kind of been and
Mm.
I do, like, look at this, like, I'll go back and I'm
Mhm.
like, "Okay, where was I? What did I read?" And, like, I'm checking myself a lot more with this one because
Oh,
I
sure.
like reading or I like listening to Agatha Christie just because it pushes me along a little to
Oh, of
classics,
course.
really.
Yeah.
Like, it just kinda helps
Mhm.
me stay focused and pushes me along a little bit better. Yeah, but this copy has the so it started as 10 little and then it was 10
Yeah.
little
Mhm.
and now it's and then there were none and he uses the poem 10 Little Soldiers. Um this one has the second one
Oh, yeah.
that was
Yeah.
used.
Well, because the
So,
original title wasn't even like, the American publishers wouldn't even allow the original title, and so then
mm,
their alternate wasn't great, the second title that they chose,
right.
but yeah, I'm gonna have to send you, a podcast episode from, not that I'm plugging the podcast I work for all the time, but they, did, like, a whole thing literally, though, the host and this expert on eugenics did this whole discussion on editing Christie, and that's what it's called, and they talk about other authors too, but like the idea of like when you're republishing an author who has said harmful things because it was acceptable at the time, like what do you do? And a lot of times publishers are editing these works and like like they're wondering like, is that good? Is it bad? Because we're like hiding when authors have done something horrible. It's interesting. I'll send it to you. I'm gonna send you the link to it.
Or even, like in context, like they weren't trying to be horrible, like they were using words that were acceptable at that time. So like, do we take their intent or do we take
like, do you leave it but provide like
misguided,
footnotes explaining the history of it so that we're like educating people as we go?
Because the Little House on the Prairie books are like that too, which I'm rereading with my friend Rainey, not Rainey, but my other friend Rainey. And like, but that's the same thing too, where we're like, okay, like we see these things and they make us uncomfortable, and they should make us uncomfortable because we know better now. Like we should be uncomfortable with, people doing those kinds of things or saying 100%. Those kinds of things or being having that kind of attitude. Like we should feel uncomfortable with that, and we should understand that that's not how we're supposed to act now. And having those kinds of conversations is what makes us better. So is taking it out so that conversation doesn't get had the best way to do it. I don't know.
Yeah, it's an interesting conversation to have, and it's one that I have all the time because I mostly read Golden Age detective fiction for my work and stuff, and it's like when I can recommend it, I'm like, I recommend it, but know all these content things just so you know your own comfort level. Okay, go in. And I'm a huge Agatha Christie fan, but I'm also the first to say there are some things that I'll never recommend depending on like what she says or what she does. Yeah, because I'm kind of, you got to just be aware of the authors for sure.
Right. So we did have a lot of people leave to go to bed that sprint. So lots of good nights. Reminder to hydrate, everyone. Janus, who I am reading, there's no coming back from this. So she's here. She was reading Purpose of Power for her book club, which is tomorrow, and she's way behind because she's reading with me. So there's no coming back from this. Sounds a lot more engaging than the Purpose of Power. I'm just saying. Although it does sound intriguing too. Like maybe I could get something out of that. So so yeah, heading for bed. Brooklyn is going to be doing some reading sprints. So if you're looking for reading sprints once we are off, definitely find your way to Brooklyn's channel. So she's going to be having sprints over there because it's a lot earlier in the day for her.
Yeah.
It's like tomorrow, but earlier. Right?
Yeah. I want to say it's probably like somewhere near like 12 o'clock. It might be somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah. So
that's me.
Yeah. So Coda, you can finish. Yeah, that's right. So Coda, yes, you can finish your book at Brooklyn Sprints. Did not read Getting Ready for a Shower. Thanks for the sprints. Thank you for coming. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day as well. Lost the plot, metaphorically. Guess that means it's time for bed soon. Thank you for this. Absolutely. You are welcome. Got a lot of reading, a little reading in. Yay!
Woo-hoo.
Congratulations. Probably finish this book after we're done here. Just under 50 pages to go. Yay. Didn't read, had a shower, planned a new video. Nice. Not as much as I would have liked, but some. Bell sounds like Morrow. Yeah, I think it's actually, wait, hold on. Yeah, it's called Coin Token, but then there's Mario.
That just took me to a different place. Right? That is too fun. I love it.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
The ducks quacking is a little.
I remember a lot of people didn't like the cows, but that's because there wasn't meant to be many cows.
Yeah. I mean, we're in Wisconsin over here. We love that.
Yeah. You're like, yes,
the cows run a lot of things by us.
Yeah.
still have an hour and 20 minutes left. I've been talking with Patrick's mom. We all went back to work today, me, his mom, his sisters. So we've been checking on each other. I'm so glad that you're doing that. Page 85 of Once There Were Wolves, and I've already cried. Oh man, that's kind of awesome though too. I have a feeling it's going to happen again as I read more of this book.
Oh my gosh, I can only imagine.
Yeah. Oh, hugs. Okay. I'm like,
Yeah,
what
that's what I'm
is
thinking.
that? I could not see it. I'm like looking at the screen like,
I know, because they're like
mountains?
boxes for us. Yeah, we don't get to see them for some reason.
Hugs, 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 hugs. Although, okay, at first I thought it was birds again, like the
Yeah.
put the birds in, and I was like,
Mhm.
there was one bird, and I was like, oh my gosh, it sounded like a bird that thought it was a dog trying to bark.
I heard that too, and I was
And I
like,
was
"Is there a dog, like, interrupting these birds?"
I was leaving a message for Jane about what I was reading, and I was like, oh my gosh, this bird sounds like a dog trying to bark.
Yeah, I'm glad I wasn't the only one, because I was like, "Am I hearing this?"
Yeah. Oh, 27% in the Black Cake audiobook while making some birthday cards. Yay.
Fun.
Nice. 2:30 p.m., so much earlier in the day.
Mhm.
But January 30th.
Yes, exactly. Earlier, but later.
Yeah. Fun and productive. Thanks. Yay, I'm so glad that it was productive for you and fun, of course.
Mhm.
6 more chapters read that sprint. Gonna go get tea before checking out Brooklyn sprints. Yay,
Yes.
absolutely. Show her some love. Um, is that better?
Yeah.
Do you feel
Mhm. Yeah,
better now that
those
you
are the
have
hugs that I use. Yeah, they're going in for a hug.
hugs? Okay, totally hop on a Brooklyn sprint to finish up before
Mhm.
Betty. Yay, I'm so glad, Cora. Yeah, so this was so fun. Thank you so much for letting me have sprints on my channel with you.
Oh my goodness, if we're gonna be
Kind of
honest,
a
someone
random
was
roller
letting yeah, you were letting me move mine onto yours, so that's really what happened, so thank you.
Yeah, I feel like I just get more done, and it's just like I kept on I kept on leaving, and like I should just leave on Saturday. I was like, I'll just leave and I'll go into school and I'll get stuff done. And I got to school and I was like, I'm gonna get so much more done if I just go back on.
Yeah, and you provided us even more entertainment because we had
I
access to your
know,
books.
I know. I
So it was
mean,
perfect,
I really just wanted to show off my shelves.
and we thank you for it. It was great.
they're really, they're really just beautiful. So.
Mhm.
Um, a lot of time was spent. This is my first year in that room. So I moved all of
Mm.
my books out into the hallway over the summer because they had to clean my old room and my new room. So I couldn't keep
Mhm.
stuff in there and I couldn't
Oh
put it in the new room. So all of my books were sitting out in the hallway. It like was very stressful for me all summer because
I
I'm
can
just like,
only
my books
imagine.
are in the hallway.
Yeah.
And then so many people helped me put stuff away, go through everything, put together shelves. Like it was, and painted that beautiful purple color. Not behind me where I was standing, but the one time I showed there was a
Yeah,
purple color
yeah.
on the wall, and
Mhm.
oh yeah,
Oh,
it
that's
was
so nice.
wonderful, wonderful. But oh yeah, so much, so many people had their hands
Mhm.
in that. It was wonderful, but probably hopping off. Kids are having a rough time. Oh no, I'm so sorry, Bethany. Hysterical with my husband. I'll read a bit more, probably nodding off when I try.
Oh
Well,
my
that was the
gosh.
last sprint anyway, so absolutely do not feel bad. I really hope that everything gets better over there and everybody's able
Mhm.
to, you know, get mom snuggles and feel better because those always help. So
Mhm.
sprints are awesome. Yay, thank you. I'm so glad that you were
Mhm.
able to get some stuff done. So, all right.
Yes, indeed.
This was fun. I'm glad. I got quite a bit of reading done. I'm losing my voice though.
Yeah, it's time. I know.
You did this for
Meanwhile,
12
mine's still
hours. I did
going.
this for 3 and
Yeah, I was like, I don't know what's wrong. This is like a weird superpower that I have. Like my voice just won't go away. I don't know what's happening.
It's like you were trying to get rid.
Yeah, seriously.
You're welcome, Coda. Thank you so much for joining us.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. It was so great to see all of you. I hope that you had as productive a time as we did. I hope you laughed as much as we did over here and over there respectively.
And everywhere. Yeah. Here and there.
But yeah, so I hope you're finding something wonderful to read. And until next time, happy reading.